Hello, Gemini. How are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Gemini. I am going to start this reading with a message from the angels. I feel that the angels want to tell you something very, very important for this reading, so we are going to pay attention, special attention to the advice. Two cards came out, intention and children. Well, you may have a specific intention of creating a family, of having a child, or perhaps you already have them and your intention is to get closer to your children, or the intention is to relate in a better way, or your intention is to work with children. That intention you hold is very important because it aligns strongly with the desire that is in some way connected to children. So the intention depends on the relationship you have with this energy, right? That is what truly determines how you approach it and what happens next. And if your intention is truly considered a divine one, because that is exactly what it is, it will be directly aligned with the help and intervention of God on your behalf. This ensures that this entire situation unfolds, develops, and manifests precisely in the way you are currently intending it to happen. It is all about how you focus your energy and the strength of your belief, allowing that higher guidance to step in and clear the path so that everything you are hoping for can finally come to fruition for you. It can even stem from specific circumstances, such as concerns regarding your own personal health or perhaps the health of your children. This sense of worry may also arise from a place of deep hopelessness, specifically because you have felt a certain level of instability or an underlying sense of insecurity for your children, or for young ones in general, in some way. These situations weigh heavily on the heart, making it difficult to find peace when you feel that the safety and well-being of those you love are being challenged. They are telling you that you should not worry because they are protected. And even if they are grown up, because if you are a father, if you are a mother, for you, for parents, children, well, they always need our attention no matter how old they are. But you can also be watching over them, and that is your intention, that they are okay, right? Well, all of that will be taken care of. Perhaps it is your work. And because of that, they are also placing you in a place of privilege with this energy, if you will, because you are very important when it comes to connecting with them and helping that bond come through clearly. Your intention has to do with this, your life mission. That is why you should also pay a lot of attention to your children and to your inner child. Perhaps a child will arrive in your environment very soon. Perhaps it is yours, or in your environment, maybe a grandchild, a nephew, or a godchild. This card, or rather this combination of cards, highlights the need the angels see for you to honor your inner child. It is a sign that you must embrace that part of you. You are directly connected to children, so you must also find enjoyment in performing some kind of work that involves helping children in your day-to-day life and interactions. You have to take some time to also ask if your inner child needs attention, how it feels, and what it would like to do. You can spend more time specifically with children. This is going to fulfill you. You're going to feel very happy, and it will refresh your energy. It is going to cleanse your energy completely. Laughing with children will cleanse your energy. It will lift your spirits. And the intention is all that intention that is placed upon the desire. But I do something so that this desire is realized, right? Well, it is the intention. It is the power of your intention that makes anything manifest. The angels and God are working for you, Gemini. Let us see what the angels are telling us now through the cards. These readings are generalized. It may be that sometimes you need to address your specific case, your personal case, and you can have a reading with me. Appointments are through the website. You always see the page here in the video, the address of the page, and I leave a link for your convenience and a comment pinned to your sign so that you go directly to the page. Well, there you have the King of Cups. You know that the King of Cups relates very well to children. And the Ten of Cups, how impressive. And the King of Wands. Well, there are two people here, one very emotional and the other very passionate. It could be the same person who has characteristics, well, of what could be kindness, affection, very emotional, but also very passionate. Or it could be two people. Be that as it may, it tells you that from a personal place, the King of Cups, and you can trust in your capacity, in your psychic ability, in your intuition. Yes, you can trust that the intention will lead you to fulfill a desire, and you can also develop interests of a creative nature. You know that the King of Cups is a card that also connects us a lot with service to others, with how generous we can be from what we have to give to the other. And that, by a strange coincidence, connects you very deeply with children, who may very well begin to look at you and perceive you as a true role model for them to follow. No, it's like if you are an educator, if you work with children, those who are by your side will feel honored to have you as a teacher, as a mentor, as an educator, as a container from someplace, because it is a King of Cups. It is someone who supports and holds other people. But it could also be that someone is very, very, very enthusiastic about you and wants to show it, or wants to be in your life and show from an emotionally mature place that they are committed to having a bond that will also charge it with sparks, charge it with passion, and give a lot of enthusiasm to the relationship. It will take charge and go for it, because really this combination is a combination that says, I am not keeping the feelings to myself. I am not holding back. I am not holding back from doing anything with Gemini. I am going to do it all. From a personal place, the King of Wands is a card that puts you in a place of manifestation, empowerment, security, ability, and leadership. And so you will also be directing various matters with a capacity, an absolute capacity for leadership. This is especially true because, excuse me for saying so, you are about to take charge of some very significant things. You possess a unique drive and a clear vision, which will allow you to manage these responsibilities effectively. You are stepping into a powerful role, and your ability to lead with such focus will truly make all the difference moving forward. And you are going to leave the details to other people. It says, you are going to demonstrate the experience that you have in a determined way. And that which you are going to do will give you a very successful result. This can be in the workplace. And furthermore, it also tells me that it precisely also combines with the interest you have towards your neighbor. Now, I am not entirely sure if you are currently involved in any initiatives that have to do with community outreach or aid, or perhaps if you work within some kind of cultural field. I ask this because the Ten of Cups has appeared in your reading, which strongly suggests that you are operating within a type of community setting, perhaps one where there are children present who are benefiting from the work you do or the energy you are bringing to the table. And there, if it is your intention, because it can be your intention, they are placing you in that place where you will feel chosen. Furthermore, all of your emotional and material needs will also be fully met, providing you with everything you have been looking for in this specific situation. Certainly in the Ten of Cups, there will be something that is a life highly filled with emotions, for which one will be grateful for what one is feeling and what one is living in the context one is choosing to be in. Also, be grateful for the people who share that moment. Gemini will also be grateful to connect with someone who wants to commit deeply to building a bond, and that is something truly special to be thankful for. Because it may be that you are facing two people, but you are obviously choosing to form a family or have a child or share your family with that other person, and for that other person to share it as well. Live here in this emotional harmony. Now, very good news is arriving regarding all of this. Good news arrives about children, news also from people you haven't seen in a long time and who are very important to you. It may surprise you. Pardon me. The confession from this person that they are highly committed, deeply committed on an emotional level to you. It is a very sincere and significant declaration of their true underlying feelings. Their idea is to have a bond that is obviously stable, to live together, to grow together as a couple, and to share the same values with one another. Because that could also be the case. It could be that you are placed in a position of privilege within a work group where you are leading people and those individuals feel very comfortable working with Gemini, and everything is based on a synergy, a very powerful energy unfolding. And everything is, well, based on what is synergy, a very powerful energy that unfolds so that everything happens in a way that is totally beneficial for all parties. If we find ourselves standing before two different people, one of them is going to offer you genuine love. They are going to provide you with emotional support, and they are going to offer you a sense of true security. Meanwhile, the other person is also, in a way, trying to find their footing and looking to occupy a significant space in your life. But at that point, we are really looking at the energy of a King of Wands. It is important to reflect deeply on exactly what you desire in a partner to feel fulfilled, or in other words, what kind of person you truly want by your side as you walk through this journey of your life. You really need to be clear about what you want from a relationship. In other words, what kind of person you truly want by your side. If you are looking for an altruistic person, if you are looking for a diligent person, if you are looking for a very passionate person, directive person, a person who makes themselves seen, a person who wants to distinguish themselves all the time, who believes, understands, and can do it, can take care of everything and everyone. And that sometimes makes one feel a bit small next to him or her. And then we have the other side of the coin, which is a warm person, a sincere person. He is also that sincere, generous, also like the King of Cups, but he's more peaceful, right? He is more emotional. There are two people, but it could be one person who complements both aspects, by the way. But there is a person very present in your lives. Let's see what the cards tell us. Gemini. Wow, how powerful this is. Without a doubt, there's family here. There are children. The High Priestess is there, and so is the Judgment card. Well, some of you are recovering a relationship. Some of you are reconciling with someone. That is for sure. There is definitely family and children involved here. You already know that I don't say it if it doesn't come up, and if it isn't true, I am not interested in saying something that isn't quite the contrary. But well, the Ten of Cups came out twice, and there is a judgment. When the judgment appears, one is reviewing many things and is taking into account, and also considers taking into account what it means to rethink something from the past, right? This reviewing a relationship. And still, if there is a family and if there are children, feelings are revived, situations are also revived. There comes a time when things can be put in order. There is already a rethinking because it is time to rethink a family context. It is time to rethink your intention regarding life with the family, with the children, and what becomes of you regarding your emotional side, right? If you want to have a life from this place, or if you are rethinking and evaluating if you need to mend something with your family, with your relationships. Very strong and very deep feelings are awakening in you. So one must look a lot at what is wanted and how far one wants to go in an emotional context. But we are also analyzing other aspects of life because you are examining many things, especially those focused on your family and your romantic relationship. When it comes to professional matters, I see you are very committed to your responsibilities. I also notice a strong sense of dedication as you seem equally invested in your volunteer work and helping others. Here there is a high priestess, but I am also seeing this that you are renewing many things in what could be your business, or you are renewing many things in knowledge and inspiration, and that you have to let yourself be guided by your intuition as well. That is fundamental because your intuition knows what your soul needs, and by knowing what your soul needs, here they are connecting you with an incredible wisdom. So I would tell you, this Gemini, that you trust in all of this because this is part of a process. It is a process. And furthermore, you are also entering a very creative period because with the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess there is creativity on a personal level, but I also see this many emotions on the surface. It is a very receptive moment for you and very magnetic. So there is an influence over all of this. And the High Priestess, the Papist, speaks to us about that, right? Intuition and deep understanding of all our reality and also of ourselves. And she appears to tell us also about the arrival of someone dreamed of. Someone who attracts you a lot. That is what this announcement points to. And it also highlights, well, the need to be in contact with other people, just like the Three of Cups does, right? This really marks that sense of connection and the importance of engaging with those around you in a meaningful way. It also connects you a lot with the other person from a very essential place. Not so much because of the physical, but precisely because of the essence of the person, because of that person's wisdom, and because of that person's integrity. So, yes, the high priestess is there because you are acting in a way that is very consistent with yourself. You are being quite wise and you have the capacity to contain yourself and also to contemplate others. Well, watch out because you have the power of manifestation. That is why you have the intention, a manifestation that can come to become a desire and resolve something without the slightest effort, because you also have the King of Wands. And it is also a situation where you are understanding many things because the judgment is there and you know that things change constantly. You can change. The other person can change. And whatever it is that you are going to decide, it is an inevitable decision and one that can change your life forever. Let's see what the angels tell us. It is you who controls your destiny with your decisions, of course. Let's connect with this beautiful reading, Gemini. May it be so, so it is, and so it will be.